Yay!
I think so. Yeah,
Yep.
there we go. There it goes. It's showing up now. I had to take it back. I got to go back to live chat. Hey, everybody. Uh-oh, I didn't mute the video. There we go. Another little rookie mistake. Sorry. Today has been a crazy day. I found out somebody that's really important in my life had passed away, a friend of mine's mother, and I guess my mind's just like, all over the place. I told a couple of people last night that I was going to come on today and unjar a jar, and of course I don't want to have to wait to do it either. So I do have a jar. I did find a $9.99 jar yesterday when I left the house and went thrifting. And I picked up some individual pieces and discovered a new antique shop that has a lot of booths and stuff in it that actually have jewelry too. So that's great. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Anna. Angie.
Hey, Cheryl.
Oh, it's okay, Cheryl. Yeah. I mean, that's life. Things happen. And I guess, that's why I kind of look like this too. I've been a little upset, but Monday night, what I'm going to do is, I better lock it on myself. Huh? I see it flipping back and forth. Monday night, I'm going to take my earnings from the auction and I'm going to donate to her family to help with the burial and everything, because I know that she was an only child, and her husband's a teacher and she works at a hotel there in New Orleans where they live. So it's not, they need to raise some money to help out with the funeral costs and with they actually, they retired to Mexico. Her mother and her father did. So now that her mother passed away, her father's going to move up there with them to New Orleans. So they're going to need a little funding for that too. So I did share it on my Facebook page if anyone's interested in donating anything for
It's also in the
family.
Group.
It is. And it's also, Casey shared it in the Walking with God group. And I might not be talking loud enough. Thank you, Anna. And so, so if anybody wants to come out Monday night to help with that cause, everything that I sell Monday night, the proceeds will go to donating to her GoFundMe. Hey, Carly Q. So I wanted to get this video done before Anita goes live with her auction. I don't want to take any of her time up. So we'll go ahead and start digging. I really didn't even think about where to put the jewelry when I'm done. So I'm just going to kind of set the jar right here. You can kind of see the top of the jar and start digging out. Oop, I took the tape off already. Digging through here and seeing what's in here. Hi, Gail. And I have some cool Bakelite pieces I found at this new thrift store. So I liked the prices. I liked the people there. So it's a place I will be going back to source. This says stronger. It's just one of those kind of leather or faux leather, I'm not sure, bracelets. And this is like a little bolo tie, but it's missing some sort of stone or something that was in that area. I've got a couple
Probably,
of different,
like a piece of turquoise. I found any type of Southwestern bolo ties like that are turquoise, at least from what I've run into.
Angie said she was making a sandwich. Oh, I haven't, Gail. I haven't shown the Bakelite yet. No, I'm just going to go through this jar real quick, see what we find in here. It's a lot of broken beads. This was the only one they had at my Goodwill. And like I said, I haven't been finding any lately. This is just some, I guess they're plastic. Nope, they're made out of like bamboo or wood or something. Stretchy. I haven't been finding any, and this is the only one they had. It wasn't but $10, and I looked around in it and said, I saw something down here that we'll get to in a little bit that made me buy the jar. These are pretty. There's a little bit of color loss.
Are those poinsettias?
Yeah, I would think so. I think so. These would be like little Christmas earrings. So if I could find a metallic red, I could kind of prepare that. But if not, I guess these would be craft. Okay. Thank you for coming by and saying, hey, I appreciate it. And then here's another little stretchy orange bead bracelet. That one would, I'll probably take that one apart for the beads for crafting. Unsigned plastic bead.
I'm a fan of the black and white.
Yeah, I mean, I do like black and white. I do. That necklace is like, man. This one is in silver tone, has some gold details, and it's one of those hook kind. I don't see any markings in there, so I don't think this is silver or anything. Old fashion bracelets. We've got 13 watching now. Oops. There goes the flying beads. So plastic clamper bracelet. Yeah. Yeah. It's very thin type plastic. Okay, great. You have a great day. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Is it Lisa like that, or Lysy, or how do you pronounce your name? I know we were just talking in Angie's chat a minute ago about meeting up, and I would love to do that.
I would say maybe Lise.
Lise, okay.
Like Elise.
Like short for Elise.
She says Lisa.
Lisa, okay, awesome. Thank you. So this one's cute, little bobbly faux pearls and faceted metal type beads. Oh, this one's cute. Let's see, is it missing any stones? Nope. It's a little dainty gunmetal colored necklace, and it has some oh, I got it backwards. Got some rhinestones in it.
Well, that's precious.
Y'all can see my lamp over there. I didn't even think about that. See, look at me. I'm not thinking ahead of anything today. This is a Coldwater Creek. This is what I was showing you, Casey. You know, the Coldwater Creek I was talking about. That's their logo. It's always like a little leaf with Coldwater Creek written on it. But if you can find their vintage pieces, they did do some pieces in sterling silver with natural gemstones. This one's damaged, though, this little shell, and it's not on a sterling. Yeah, that's not a sterling one, but they do make some in sterling, too. So when y'all are finding Coldwater Creek in jars or out in the wild, just individually, always check for the 925 clasp because some of them are sterling. And Lynn, hi Lynn.
Hi Lynn.
This is I guess a keychain that looks like a dog tag that says Frank on it. It's got some sticky stuff on it. I'm sure that would come off. I decided with all those keychains that I pull out of jars and stuff that I'm just going to start giving those away as free gifts, just a keychain with the purchase. Just a silver tone hoop. Oh, he's cute. That's busted. That's craft beads. Shelly Belay. Hi, Shelly. This one's not signed. It's kind of a pewter color. It's enameled. She's holding some little dangly beads. It's like a little girl fairy type thing. Yes, absolutely, Angie. I will make sure we take a road trip up there and drive up there to visit you.
It's gonna have to be in the spring because I ain't with this snow stuff.
Right? We can't do the snow, but in the spring, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I want to visit a lot of my friends and meet you guys. This one's got that cat collar sound. It's jingly jingly. So this is like a Christmassy. It's got a lot of stretch left to it too, so that one's not so bad. The video will be epic, yes. And then we can play with your puppies. I want to play with your puppies. This one is weird. It's a necklace, but it's stretch. Yeah, this is going to be craft. I don't like that either. See, I knew that most of this jar wasn't really going to be anything, but I did see something that I figured would at least make my money back.
You know, after 10 years, and you haven't found a jar after 10 years, the first one that comes up, you've kind of
You're just like, get it. I just got to get it. I just want a jar. I mean, it's fun finding great stuff, and I found great individual stuff, but there's nothing like digging through a jar and finding something awesome. This is so tangled or something. I don't even understand what happened with this. That's no good. Hi, Vanessa. Yeah, Casey's on the MSP tomorrow. More broken beads, plastic earrings, some kind of hair. Oh yeah, I wore something like this to prom. You like twist them into your hair like that, and they just make sparkles. Yeah, I had some like that I wore to prom. Yeah, layered. Got the vintage style kind of clasp on it, but there's a lot of wear to that closure. And it's just faux pearls. Not an ugly necklace, just not, well, it's not bad. It's just that closure, really. All the coating is on the pearls, and the metal doesn't have any wear right here. So it's not.
It's pretty.
Yeah. There's a magnetic, one of those magnets, so everything's stuck to it. Yeah, that was a cool video you made. I think that's a great idea, is just make a video like that and show what you're going to have in your sales. It's a good way to see it clearly and just take a few minutes to just check out what all's in there. When I get on track, I'd like to be able to do that with my Monday night sales, is make a little quick video like that. This is one of those hair bands. And here goes a watch.
Do that in a hangout through screen share.
Yeah. Gruen. Of course, I don't really know a whole lot about watches. Japan movement, so I don't know if that's good or bad, but it has really good band on it. The band's really good. It's missing a couple of rhinestones around the face. Hi, Reverend Michelle.
Hey, Reverend Michelle.
Man, my head hurts now. Some more just odd end earrings. But maybe we'll find something. So far, so this one's wearable. Shell and glass beads. Adjustable multi-layer. That one's wearable. That would be one I would put in a lot with other necklaces, though. I wouldn't sell it by itself. Now, this one has some beautiful beads on it, but as you can see, there's too much gap in between everything. So it would either have to be repaired, or I can just take the really nice beads from it and lot them up for jewelry making, which I'm sure that's what I'm going to do, because I don't do much of recreating necklaces or anything like that. I don't really have time for it, honestly. These have pretty beads on them too, and since it's missing a few rhinestones and stuff, that's what I would do there. I would take off the beads for jewelry making. Gruen is good. Man, dishcloth. Oh, did you already get the dishcloth?
Yeah, I know. I think it
Can't
was
wait to get mine tomorrow when I go down there.
Just come in.
Mm-hmm. This one's interesting, but it's plastic. Which, why not test things? Because I got those books in. I'll show those quickly, probably last. I got those books that I won from the MSP from Nevermore Antiques, John, and 2 of them are on things like Bakelite and lucite and plastic jewelry. These are dyed shell, and it's still on the tag, and it has matching earrings and a necklace. Those are very colorful.
That'd be perfect for spring.
Yeah, that'd be a pride type item you could wear, rainbow colored. That's doable. Let's see. Some more shell. This one has like the leather cording on it and some brass colored rings with the dyed shell on it. And this one's in decent condition. Hi, Kathleen. This one looks like that might be carved bone. And it's made a lot like those. What did Anita call those? That jewelry that had those little dangles on it? Is it Peruvian? Was it Peruvian jewelry? I think she told us that it was. Hi, Vanessa. Yeah, it has like the bamboo, hand-painted bamboo beads, that carved bone piece, these little flat dangles. Hi, Misha. Okay, here's the one that I saw. It's like seed pearls.
Ooh.
They're in a light pinky and white color. It does have it has one of the nice vintage clasps on it. Let's see. I really think these are real pearls. Yeah, those are real pearls. Let's check this clasp. Because a lot of times those clasps can be sterling or gold or. I do see something. Yeah, this one's marked 14K. So this one's a 14 karat gold clasp on this bracelet. So that's great. See, so that's one of the things I saw in there that looked real to me. I didn't know about the clasp. I knew the pearls looked real to me. Yay. That's good for not having a jar for a while. So yeah, I get excited about that. And then this one, let's see what this one is, because this one I saw in there too. It's a cuff, and it looks like brass and silver.
Yeah, and Lynn says she collects those pearl bracelets.
Oh, you do? Yeah, I think a couple of those, and then I have a couple of those seed pearl necklaces like that have like the coral or onyx or peridot chips and things on them. How do they look real? I see pearls, I get pearls, I find pearls all the time. You can see the uneven texture. I know that those little, maybe they're even called rice pearls, I think sometimes. I know what those are, so that's how I knew that they were real. Or I thought that they were real because I know that they can be real. Maybe that's the way to explain it.
But the best thing is to run them across your teeth.
Yeah, do the grit test on your teeth. Let's see, what's that say? Okay, this does have 925, and it does have another mark, and I can't make it out. Yeah, it's kind of blurry. Let's see if the magnets under the pile of jewelry. Yep, it's not magnetic. So that's a good sign. Let's check this one. Yep, not magnetic. So those will be tested now that I have acid. I can test it. Is indeed a word. Lister is indeed a word. What are we talking about?
Why did it change to Lister?
Nice, you're getting a renovation. Oh, here's an Aurora Borealis. Has a barrel clasp on it, like that. graduated size beads, but
Oh, that's pretty.
yeah. So that's nice too. So 3 pieces that are in really nice shape and quality. Okay, so this one has mother of pearl and it has a little disc here. And this is just a regular like cord. Uh-oh. Let's see what I put. I keep forgetting where I laid my loop at. Oh. Okay, this one is sterling too. This part here and the adjustable chain part is sterling. It's marked 925 there. And it says 925 on there. I don't know if I can.
Well, dang, you just made probably 4 times what your what you paid for the jar.
Yeah, it was only a $9.99 jar, so.
Hey, Adam.
So yeah, we always know that those clasps can be magnetic like that right there because of the mechanism, but the other components around it are not. So that one I'll test it too. That's cute though. With that little piece of mother of pearl there and the silver disc, which is not magnetic either. That's varnish, but it rubs right off. So I think that is you. I see something else. If I can get it. There we go. It has a matching bracelet.
Oh.
So you got another pinky colored mother of pearl. And it has the 925 hang tag and the same kind of closure and stuff on it as well. So that's cute. That's a set. Okay, Angie, make me some chicken. Hey, Adam. Hey, Elizabeth. Okay, so I know I saw this other plastic bead earring in there. So there's a set of those. Some more loose beads. I'm down to the little shaky stuff in the bottom. Loose plastic pearl. What's this? This is got like crystal glass beads, chain wrapped around it, leather cording. It's got a lot going on. Oh, it's a loft necklace. This is a loft necklace.
That's
Let's see
pretty.
what hanging over that side. So it's like kind of a tassel thing going on. And then all of that's like wrapped in chain with some glass faceted beads and everything. And then you have an adjustable chain there. So yeah, that one's actually sellable. I put that in a lot though. That's how I normally do with those kind of necklaces. I don't miss snow usually. I would only time I want snow is like at Christmas. And other than that, I don't want it. I want to take my kids out, make a snowman, and then go back inside. Light a fire, eat something warm, and then tomorrow wake up the next day and it'll be warm again. Just some earrings in here that don't seem like much of anything. Get all this out. Ooh. Some more. Oh, that's pretty bead. See, I like to keep those kind of beads and stuff for my craft lots. And just some other like random beads and broken bits and little small, not real silver hoops. Yeah. Just some other little stuff like that. Nothing major. So that's everything out of the jar. So yeah. I locked this one up with some necklaces. This little bracelet right here, if it tests sterling and it does have like brass, I mean at least $25 to $30 for that bracelet. Then you have a matching necklace and bracelet. So if I listed these together for about $25, $30 or so, that's another $25, $30. Then you have an Aurora Borealis necklace, which I might actually put that one in a lot with other ones because I've seen nicer ones that are a little bit older that have the, the little hook and maybe double stranded. Not that this one wouldn't sell by itself, but probably not for a whole lot by itself. So that's why I would lotted up. And then this little pearl bracelet with the 14 karat gold clasp. If that does test 14 karat, then, you know, I don't know. What do you think, Casey, on a price on something like that?
40,
I haven't actually sold any of the ones I have already. It fits me. I've got them all hoarded in that jewelry box over there. So at least a $75 profit off of that, if not 100, off of that $10 jar, you'd say, Casey?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. See, that's how awesome jars can be. That's why we miss them when we can't find them. But yeah, I don't know exactly what to say about that one. I'd have to do some research. So I can keep it moving a little bit faster. Here's some of the stuff this is the Bakelite I wanted to show. I actually found this set, and then I also found an individual like bangle bracelet that was that tested Bakelite. You're welcome, Kathleen. Be careful going to the grocery store. Okay, so this is a 4-piece set. It had the brooch like this. So I can get it out of the way. It had the bracelet now, which I noticed once I got home. The bracelet had a little damage. It's missing part of the leaf over here on this side, but that's the only thing that's wrong with it. It's a clamper style bracelet. The pendant. And the matching screwback earrings. So I have the whole set. And I kept looking online and I couldn't find anything like it until one thing that came up. It was the matching part of this set, but it was the fur clip. It had the fur clip on the back, and it was just one of the single strawberries. But that's the only piece from this set that showed up. So from the books that I looked through that I got from the MSP, I mean, this set could potentially be worth, what did we say, Casey?
I know the bracelet that was similar was $600 by itself.
Yeah, potentially anywhere from $500 to $1,000 for this set, based off of the prices that we saw in that book. Now, I'm not saying that's what I'll get for them, but I mean, just from reading that book and comparing prices and stuff, I got these at that new antique store that I found. That's going to be my new sourcing spot, or one of my new sourcing spots. And I paid, she had $45 listed on the whole set, and I paid $35 because I asked if she could work on the price, and she came down $10. So I got that for $35 for all of those pieces right there. Move this all the way. Then I got this box here, and inside this box, this is the original box for this set. And these are, I think it's Carl Art. Let me look with my loop, because I believe this is the original box. Yeah, I have a set similar to this that I had found a few months back. These are sterling silver and onyx. And so you have these are screwback earrings and the necklace, and they're sterling. And that's what, yeah, they have, this is the symbol that you see on the jewelry, the arrow with the CA, and it stands for Carl Art. And you can kind of tell his pieces because my other set that I have has that same style to it, like the open work filigree type, like that. Yeah, they're nice. And I think this set was, I got a receipt somewhere. I think it was less than $20 though for the set. And since it's sterling, it should do okay. And I think they're beautiful. Plus, it's still in the original box, which I think is great. Let's see if I can find it. $18. $18 for that. That's it. Yeah, this is my second set, Angie, and that was the other set that I showed before. You probably saw it because I think you were in the video when I showed my other set. I didn't find it in the box either. Yeah, it's that little clamshell. It's kind of dirty, you know, obviously it was put away. It looks like it's got a loose string here. That's coming from the inside, not the outside. It's that inside part that's got a string. Oh, that's one of those strings like where you hang the tag from. So that's just, yeah, that's not even coming from that.
Vanessa
So
said
that
the box itself is worth money.
Who said that? The box
Vanessa.
has its own, but oh, Vanessa did. Okay, awesome. So then you just add that together with the piece, and wow, yeah. Okay, these three I picked up. This one did not test as Bakelite. It's interesting. It was different, so I gave it a try. No seams, anything like that. So, and it had this weird high-pitched clinky sound. This one I believe to be actual tortoise shell. It's very, you know, like you can tell that it's carved, and it has kind of almost a grain to it that I don't know if that camera's going to pick that up. But there's almost a grain to it. It's very translucent. I think this one's actually tortoise shell. And then this one tested for Bakelite too. This has got that, what do they call it? Root beer or
Root
something.
beer,
or one of them said something about something and tea. So it's one of those colors. But yeah, that one tested for Bakelite too. The coloration, you see that? If you've ever looked at a turtle shell that had that pattern, I've seen it online. And the reason, instead of plastic, it's very light too, but instead of thinking it was just plastic, I see this kind of grain right in there. I know the camera's not picking it up, but there's kind of a grain sort of going on in there. So that's why I think that could be that. Well, Lynn, since you collect tortoise shell, is there anything I can do to test that, to figure out if that is truly what it is? The Bakelite test, I use the semi-chrome with the Q-tip. You use the semi-chrome polish and a Q-tip, and you rub it on the inside of the bracelet or the piece or the back of the piece. And the polish is like a pink color, like a bubblegum pink color. But when you rub it, and you look at the Q-tip, it's going to be like this kind of color. It's going to come off that kind of color.
Almost like a nicotine tar.
Or almost like this kind of color too. It was really bright when we tested it last night. Yeah, we can't sell tortoise shell either, I don't believe. But it fits my wrist, luckily, so I can keep it for myself. Bangles don't usually fit my wrist, but this one actually does. It's just a different feel. You mean on the tortoise shell? Or was that on something else, on the Bakelite?
I think she was referring to the tortoise shell.
Oh, okay.
Because it is, you said it's grainy.
Like I do see like a grain pattern in it. Is that something that I should be able to see with that piece? Lynn said she collects it, so I was wondering if she knew. Let's see what else do I have. Oh, this was cute too. This is a little hand mirror. It's only like that big. And it's got some pretty rhinestones and that bead there and some pearl accents. The mirror's got a little bit of damage on it, but I think I paid like less than $5 for it. So I picked it up anyway. And I'm thinking this seems to be just adhered. So I may be able to replace that piece with maybe like a little compact mirror or something. And it does have a little finish wear on the metal, but now that I have that gold dip solution, I can do it in that and coat it back over. It has a dry, grainy feel. It does look kind of dry, yeah. Because in one spot I was like, why does that look so dry right there? Like it needs some moisture, like maybe some olive oil or something to kind of bring back the luster. I can trade it. I'll keep it. I don't have many bangles that I can actually wear. Have made some ivory coral and tortoiseshell pieces unlawful and unpopular. Yeah. Pieces with old tortoiseshell inlay may still be illegal to sell. It is legal to buy or sell any jewelry that is more than 100 years old and hasn't been altered or repaired with modern materials. Okay. Peyton said will spoil and stink. Well, I know with stones they tell you can rub olive oil on there, but so not with the
I wonder if it
tortoise
was like
shell.
organic material, like shell or anything like that, it would cause like an odor because bacteria may be attracted to it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I won't do that then. Let's see. So we moved on past the bracelets, and when I got the jar at Goodwill, I of course always dig through to see what kind of sterling, silver, or possibly gold pieces they may have individually. So I found this Star of David, sterling silver on a sterling chain. No, it isn't legal unless you have a site cert. Cost about $75 with documentation. Interesting. Okay. And here was a sterling silver and like the frog prints. He's got little yeah, wait a minute. Does he have something in his eyes? Let me see. Just then it looked like he had something in his eyes. No, he doesn't have anything in his eyes, but in his belly it looks like little diamonds. So I'm gonna have to test those once my tester gets in. But I did take, speaking of that, I did take that ring that I showed last time, the gold ring that I found at the estate sale that was only like $21. I had it tested for gold. It was 10 karat gold at a pawn shop, but I didn't really trust that guy's opinion of the stones. So I took it up to the one that I always go to up the road here to have things sized and stuff. And she tested it and they were diamonds. So that ring turned out to be really great. And I went ahead and told her, I said, go ahead and put me in to have it sized so I can wear it. Because I'm keeping one for myself. This one is gold filled and it has a brass feather on it, which I'm thinking about dipping the feather into the gold stuff as well and just make it all one color. What do y'all think? Do you think the brass contrasts well with the gold and I should leave it? Or should the feather be gold like the chain?
I kind of like the tarnished look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a nice like pattern to the feather. I like feathers. This one's just going to be, it would be too tight around my neck because it's small. I think what you said is Adam, but I mean what Peyton said was the round one. Yes, the round one, Angie. Mm-hmm. Yep, turned out to be diamonds. And I almost had a fit because the lady was like, I just serviced a ring that looked like this the other day. Did you find this somewhere? And I told Casey, I said, I felt like she was accusing me of taking somebody's ring. I said, this was not even in town where I went to that estate sale. It was out of town in Jonesboro. I said, no, ma'am. I said, I found this at an estate sale. I said, that's where I get most of my jewelry. And she was like, I swear this looks just like the one we did some work on the other day. And I'm like, oh, no, but how rude of you. Oh, and this one I found, some of these pieces, like those bracelets here, the tortoise shell, the Bakelite, that one, these were $1 a piece at that store. This one here was just a couple of dollars too. It has these weird stones that are very textured right here that I have no idea what they are. But these look like lapis, not lapis lazuli, but just maybe lapis because they're blue and they have the gray veining in them. You can maybe see it a little bit better on the bigger ones. So even though the necklace itself doesn't really appeal as a whole to me, for that price, I loved the beads. These may be sterling. I'll have to check them. We'll see if they're magnetic. They're slightly magnetic, but it could be the wire that's underneath too. I don't know. But yeah, maybe I could just take the beads themselves off and sell the beads for someone to make jewelry with, make nice jewelry.
It to me has kind of like an Egyptian feel to it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that, but I definitely feel 60s vibe from the shape of the beads and the design. Yeah, it's kind of awful, huh, Angie? And then this one was not very expensive either. I think it was around $4 or $5 for this one. It has a bunch of seed bead strands, but I noticed that that piece was like made of horn or bone. And then if you look at the cone shapes here and that there and the hook closure, you see that a lot on like artisan or native Southwestern style jewelry. So I thought maybe this piece had some sort of importance and I thought it was nice enough for that price. So I'm not sure if I would, if I'm going to, it's going to stand alone and sell. We can try it, but if not, maybe with some other necklaces. But you know, some people are really, like Casey said, into this kind of style. Well, I don't know if these are magnetic or not either. Oh, they're magnetic. It's more like a spring on these though, but the style of it made me feel, you know, kind of that Southwestern kind of vibe. And just wait, Angie, too. Don't leave because I've got a piece of Monet. Well, I've got a couple pieces of Monet. This is Monet. But no, this is Trifari. But the reason I wanted you to see it was because I know once before we talked about charm bracelets. Did Monet make charm bracelets? And then I found one with a charm on it. Yeah, this is Crown Trifari with the C copyright symbol. And if you go online and you look at one of the sites that show you the markings and the time periods for the markings with Trifari, the Crown Trifari without the C copyright symbol was older than the one with the copyright symbol. So this would put this one in the 60s right here. But like before, I think it was like 30s, 40s, maybe something like that before copyright symbol. Trifari changed their markings up quite a bit throughout the years. This one was also like, I think $1, $2. It's got a barrel clasp, but these are, help me out, Casey. There I went blank. Malachite.
Malachite.
Yes, malachite chips. So that's a malachite chip necklace. A lot of times with these, I double them up like this, and I wear them as bracelets. Like I would loop it around my wrist twice and just wear it as a bracelet because they're always really tight around my neck. And I found a little cameo. It's not a, I think it's a resin cameo, and it has rhinestones around it. It has the brooch pin back, and it has the pendant lever too, like this, the bail. And this one is marked RJ Graziano, and that's not one I'm familiar with, so I'm going to have to look that up. Sweet tea and lemonade, just listen to her. Like the good old days. They're talking about Mama talking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I told you it was fun to listen to her last night. Let's see, what else did I have? I have This one that is signed as well. This is a Roman.
I love that one.
Toucan with some enameling and rhinestones. It has a little green rhinestone eye there too.
Now, that RJ Graziano, were they rings or was it a brooch?
It's a brooch and pendant. Did you find it?
I did, but it was sold out on Ruby Lane. Here's one on Poshmark, the brooch.
Graziano is on HSN, is what Vanessa said.
The brooch pendant is $75. They've got
wow, really? This one?
Poshmark though.
This one would be 75?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. This was like $6. I paid like $6 for that. This one has like sort of like the liquid silver type beads and a barrel clasp. It has some shell and a few little chips of stone there. These are always kind of cute. I find a lot of these type necklaces here. And I think they could be native made. They're not like on the higher end or expensive end of anything, but they're still really cool. And they would look cute as layered with maybe a bigger, chunkier turquoise piece or something like that. Angie likes Roman pieces generally. Well, yeah, I have found some Roman pieces before. So here's a piece of
Graziano makes really good large costume jewelry.
Okay, cool. I'm going to learn about him then. I'm going to look that up. This has a heart with a B and an A inside of it. And then it's marked sterling 925 on the little, isn't it? Yes, on the little closure. I was about to say, no, I only bought it because I thought it was sterling. But I bought it also because look at the links. I think that's really pretty. It's like a leaf sort of pattern. And once you polish that up, I would think that this would be a piece that really would look better polished. It'll sparkle really nicely and catch the light. So that's a bracelet. See if y'all can see that little BA mark there. So I don't know who that stands for, but
they look like olive leaves.
Yeah, yeah. So this is Monet. And it is Monet, all capital with the copyright symbol at the end. It's a silver tone piece, and it's a charm bracelet, and it has a little kitty cat charm with little green eyes, and the cat's playing with a little ball. But let's see, I don't know if the charm has the mark on it or not. I should have thought to look at that, but it was together. I got it together. Don't see any kind of mark, so let me see on the little part here. So yeah, I don't know about the originality of the charm, but it's still really cute. And it was on the little bracelet, and it has just a regular spring ring to connect it to it. The coloration and texture goes really well together, so I feel like it's original, but I don't know. You'll look in your book, Angie? Awesome. But I know people love kitty cats, so that was cute. And it has the Monet on the closure. It has the safety clasp. It has Monet marked there. And also on the little hang tag there, too. So I think that was the last individual piece. And then I'll show these books real quick. So one of the books was Buying and Selling Jewelry on eBay. I haven't really looked at that one too much because I don't deal with eBay unless I used to, but I don't really deal with eBay now unless it's something that I feel like will market well on eBay versus anywhere else. This one's called 20th Century Fashionable Plastic Jewelry. This is one of the ones that talks about lucite, Bakelite, even resins and things like that. And let's see, this one's, yeah, it's got some color photos in there. Just different things, but I'll show you the one in particular that I liked the best out of the plastic ones. It's Collecting Art Plastic Jewelry by Leah Leschner. This one was published in, like, I believe it was 2005. Yep, 2005. So it's fairly current, but let me find a clamper bracelet. Okay, here was one that I compared the color and the size and the fact that it did have a carved bow on it, which I couldn't find a strawberry, but this one here in the root beer Bakelite, they say $750. So just for the bracelet would be somewhere around there. And then those are dress clips. And then it shows you prices on like the bangles and stuff too. They even did some that were polka dotted. She said 1962 for the cat. So the cat is original to the piece. Found the cat in gold. Yes, he's on HSN to look at his things there. Okay, cool. Did I miss any other important pieces of information? And I think it discusses, yeah, most of the time it's going to tell you like flower brooch, green, and butterscotch marbled Bakelite. So you'll know the names of what they call those pieces of Bakelite. I mean, there's huge prices on this stuff. Those $195, those are resin. So even resin has value. So if you find unique pieces, even if they're resin and lucite and not just Bakelite, apparently they have value. This one here, $900. Schultz checkerboard bangle apple juice Bakelite. $900. So those are going to be very helpful. So that's another plastic one. Signed Beauties of Costume Jewelry, Volume 2, Identification and Value Guides. And I believe, yeah, more beautiful, colorful photos. Because a lot of my older antique books, now I have other books that are just simply jewelry and I have color photos, but a lot of my antique books don't have that many color photos. They're all kind of black and white. Rhinestone jewelry, figurals, animals, and whimsicals. My collection of books are really growing. I have probably a whole shelf now on one of my bookcases just dedicated to jewelry related price guides and collecting books and such. I gave a treasure. So that cat is almost as old as me, but looks like it has a lot less miles. And then when I ordered my, I think I might have showed this, but when I ordered my caliper, my jewelry gold, silver testing acids and stuff, I also ordered the Juliana book to tell me more about Juliana because I have a lot of pieces that I suspect could be Juliana.
I like Juliana style.
This is another one of those books that'll cost you about $40 to $50, but they're really worth it. And I mean, if you love jewelry as much as some of us do, it's nothing. You know, you might not can buy it right away, but you definitely want it and you definitely want to keep it. And it's really fun to look at. So and that was that was it. So I think I did great on the MSP getting those books because you can make $95 easily back by knowing the value of what you have. And when it comes to plastic, I was always very ignorant as to the fact that it had any value whatsoever. So in the very beginning, I'll probably toss that away into many craft lots and many bagged lots and gave it away. So I'm glad to have a reference guide. Hi, Selena. Didn't I see Selena in there? or did I not? Am I making things up?
I haven't seen Selena join.
Oh, I thought I saw somebody else say something, and I thought I saw. Selena will love that book. She loves plastic. Okay, that's where I saw her name. So she isn't here, though. Well, I appreciate everybody showing up. I think that was, oh, well, I did get some more J. King jewelry in. I could show that real quick, and then I'm going to go because I know it should be about time for, I think, Anita's auction, and I wanted to go see what all she's got, too. This was a ring and a necklace that I got online, part of the Mine Finds. Size 7, sterling silver and lapis lazuli. I got this one. And then I also got another lapis necklace. And the one I sold in the MSP, I almost like I want it back almost. I was like, when I got this one, I was like, maybe I'll keep this one. I don't know why, but every time I get lapis, unless it's just spot on perfect, I want the right kind of color, because I mean it comes in so many different variations in the stone, but I like that really deep blue with silver flecking. And so, you know, if it's not quite all that way, I'm not happy with it. So I'll keep looking and I'll keep trying and I'll keep picking up pieces. So I'll just end up listing this one too.
That necklace makes me want to go swimming.
It's not, and it's nowhere near as big as the other one, the big one. But I'm happy that Barbara got it because she won it on the MSP. So I'm not sure, Adam. I don't know. Probably here at my house. All right, so that's it. And again, if you weren't here when I talked about it earlier, my auction Monday night will be dedicated to raising money for a friend of mine whose mother passed away. So if y'all can join us and you find something that you like, just know that everything you spend that night will be going to a great cause to help with her funeral costs, the travel costs, the relocation of her father to come live with her now that, you know, his wife is no longer here. And we'll have a good time and we'll make it fun. And Casey will be there calling the auction for me, even though he won't be auctioning off anything that night. And I'm going to make another video on the jewelry, the gold dipping solution and stuff that hopefully I'll have put up here within a month or so to cover that one. So, all right, guys, let's have a great weekend this weekend. I will talk to y'all in other chats and stuff, and y'all go over and check Anita out. I think she, like I said, she's supposed to be doing an auction today.
Yep, she just went live.
Okay, y'all have a great day. Y'all go check it out.
Love you
Bye,
all.
guys.